All right, it's night one. Sleeping in the truck. We're here at a rest stop in Mississippi. Let me get my light on so you can see more. Kind of see what my setup is. It's a mess in here, so I apologize. We got one fan running off batteries. This fan is running off a Jackery. A little entertainment before I fall asleep. Got a Feeny in here sleeping. She got a bunch of room, and I mainly wanted to show you how much room we really have in this cab. I'm stretched all the way out, and you can see on this side I still have plenty of room. So these mega cabs are amazing for that. Definitely look forward to this. Thankfully it's cool outside, so it's not too hot in here. It's really not hot at all, and these fans are helping. So we may try something else moving forward to try and keep it cool in here while preserving gas, but we'll try these fans at first and just go from there. All right, well, I'm about to get some sleep. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm ready to get up. It's actually... George?
But I'm coming to you.
Alright, perfect.
What do you want me at?
Bella on the Bella.
Everybody, so as you can see, it's a beautiful day in Charleston, South Carolina. It has been and will be raining for the rest of the day. I was not prepared for rain, so I'm soaked. I am going to, when I'm done here, while I wait to be dispatched, I'm gonna go to Pilot, and I may try and change into some dry clothes, because this is not gonna be comfortable. But anyway, so this was day 3. Drop off at 8 a.m. this morning. Like I said, the weather's been terrible. But thankfully, these folks were pretty definitely understanding. They were late themselves. Yeah, just, you know, be smart when you're planning things out. Again, don't let anybody pressure you. You can't control what you can't control, such as the weather, such as traffic. You know, take your time on the road. So this load is done. Smooth process. Thankfully they had a forklift. So I've been here about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Got it all off. See my empty deck. Got to fill that space up. You can try and keep your truck as clean as you can, but in all reality, it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get dirty. All right, perfect. So again, make sure you get your bill of lading, BOL, bills. People call them all different types of things. Make sure you get them signed when you pick up and when you drop off. If you're factoring, you need to take a picture of it. Send it to your factoring company. There will be a cut right there because my battery died. I don't know if any of y'all know or can find better batteries for GoPros. I have 2, and when I say I have to rotate them out, like 30 minutes might be the max I'm getting out of one, but I'm really not getting, I don't think I've ever gotten 30 minutes out of it. I don't know if it's my settings. I got 4K, 30 frames a second, I think, in linear. Anybody that has a GoPro, you understand the ease. That's what I was saying. Take a picture, turn it into a PDF. 1, you can save it into a folder if you want to for the picture. 2, having the PDF, 1, you can keep the PDF. You want to keep all copies that you can of your bills. But also, when you send it to your factoring company, it's easier for them to decipher, I guess. I sent a blurry one on that first one. Apparently it wasn't blurry, but said it was, which apparently delayed my payment, but I still got paid that day, so I don't know. But go ahead for the ease of yourself and for your records, do it in a PDF. That way you have it for your records. You can easily send it, attach it to whatever you might need to attach it to via email, all of those good things. Just checked everything. All my lights are good. So yeah, we're good to go. If we can find a load back to Texas, that'd be cool. I can make it back probably Sunday, deliver first thing on Monday. But that's the mind frame that we're in for going through these load boards right now. We're just trying to find the right load. There was a crazy load, and you know, this ties into not taking cheap freight. It was a load from where I'm at, which is great, but it was going to North Dakota, which is I don't know what part of North Dakota, but from here to, I guess, the middle of North Dakota is like 17 hours. So they were offering $1 a mile. Folks, don't take that. Do not do it. Make them pay more money on something like that. That is gas. You are driving north, so I'm sure you're gonna drive into the wind. Your miles per gallon is gonna be terrible, so you're gonna spend more money on gas. You're not even gonna make the gas back for that drive, so it's not worth it for you at all. So don't do something like that. It is more beneficial for you not to get on the road if that's your only option of a load. So just be mindful of that. It's tough, I'll tell you, because it's money, but just because at the end of the rainbow you getting paid, you got to think of all the costs that you're incurring from the very beginning to the end. Fun thing, check engine light came on the truck. Apparently it is it has something to do with my my def. I forgot what it's actually called at the moment, but it has something to do with my def. My I don't even want to say the name because I'm gonna sound stupid, so I'm gonna wait. But once I stop, I'm gonna say the name and I'm gonna sound smart. See how that works? Don't let people tell you trucks aren't on the road, because these truck stops are packed. All of them, all the time. These truck stops are packed. There's nowhere to park. Gas, everybody getting gas, like air pack. Right next to this other Hotshot. He's transporting some vehicles. Have somebody at home that can work on your trucks. I know how to work on vehicles. I think I'm pretty good with vehicles, but be mindful, diesel vehicles are, you know, a totally different animal, but you also want to make sure these things are done right, because you're driving for so long, you're on the road for so long. So yeah, my check engine light was for my particulate filter regeneration frequency bank. It shouldn't be a huge issue. That's pretty much it. ELD, the reason my trip took 3 days, and it shouldn't have took 3 days, you know, leaving at 1 o'clock and them expecting you to be there at 3 the next day, when you'd already used time on your daily log. There's nothing you can do about that. Don't play with the ELD, because it's gonna mess with your vibe. It's gonna hit your authority. It's gonna affect you and your business, and nobody has your business best interest in mind other than you. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm at Pilot. I'm gonna hang out, try and edit some video and actually put out my first video, grab a bite to eat, relax, and wait till it's time to get back on the road. All right, y'all, talk to you later. What's up, everybody? Wanted to give you an update since Friday. It's now Sunday. What happened, where we were at, what we did. We weren't able to find a load, a good quality load. Again, I wasn't gonna take any cheap freight. So what I actually decided is to reset. So get 8 days, drive 70 hours. I had about 30 hours left on Friday, and I was concerned with kind of the types of loads that we were looking at, when I would be able to drop them off, and if I would have the time. And so instead of running tight On schedule, I just decided to reset in South Carolina. I'm outside Savannah, Georgia. I'm in Hardyville, South Carolina. Part of the reason I had to do the reset was a couple things. One, not fully understanding my EDL before I got on the road. Ask all the questions you can before you hop on the road. I had a couple misunderstandings that I think kind of messed with my clock a little bit on my end, and so now I've learned and I can manage my time much better because I have a full understanding of my EDL. The other part is, again, having only 30 hours left on a Friday. I was concerned with having to drop everything off on Monday, finding a load that I can make sure I can drop off on Monday, get there on time, and not burn any clock. And so with this reset, I was able to sit down, and from that, I am now able to drive another 70 hours. I can actually start now, but there are no loads, obviously. Yeah, man, I mean, next step, we are, sitting here resetting. We're gonna find a load Monday morning, and we are going to head back to Texas. Headed back to Texas for two reasons. One, got some things I need to handle at home, but I think two, most importantly, and what I hope anybody takes from this, is that when you first begin your authority, the most difficult thing that you are going to deal with, and you're going to consistently deal with, is brokers not giving you loads because you're less than 30 days old. That messes you up a little bit, messes you up a lot. You end up getting stuck. If you guys can remember correctly, in the first video, I talked about getting stuck in Houston. I think I got stuck on Tuesday. Yeah, so I was stuck in Houston on Tuesday and then found a load Wednesday. And so huge part of that was brokers just not giving us a load. We spoke to many brokers, decent rates, but we just couldn't get the load. So going back to Texas I'm gonna focus on local routes until my 30 days are up, and then hopefully brokers will work with us a little bit more. But keep that in mind when you start a new authority, that you are going to run into brokers that aren't going to work with you. Be mindful of that before you do a long haul. It's not worth the money right now with the price of gas and the other expenses that come with it. It's not worth it. So stay local, build those relationships local, maybe find a dedicated route local you can do every couple days, or back and forth, whatever it may be. Take your time and do that. Don't do what I did. I don't regret it, because I think we learned a lot on the road this week. But in all reality, for the amount of time that we spent gone and the amount of time we spent on the road, didn't make nearly the amount of money that would have made it worth it. We profited, but it wouldn't make it worth it. So yeah, hopefully you can learn from that. Be mindful of your EDL, keep track of your time, make sure that you know that when you're taking a load, you have a responsibility when to drop it off, and if your clock runs out, that's not an excuse. So yeah, not what I really wanted to do, but yeah, it worked for me. Got a bunch of rest, obviously, and I'm ready to get back on the road. So took the time today to kind of clean the truck out a little bit, get my stuff together in the back, kind of put some things out to dry out, because we got a lot of rain here in South Carolina. So my straps were soaked, put them out, let them dry, things like that. Make sure being smart. I talked about it a little bit earlier in this video, of saying, just because it might be a high rate, be mindful that you're gonna incur expenses from point A to point B, and you got to be mindful that money that you're getting should be covering that, should be covering the wear and tear on your truck, should be covering the gas on your truck, food. Be mindful of those things. And so yeah, excited to get back on the road tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Like I said, we're gonna try and head back to Texas, try and find a load near Texas or on the way back to Texas. I'd like to be back in Texas by maybe Thursday, Wednesday at the earliest, and find a couple routes local and finish off my week there. I'm excited. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching this video. See y'all later down the road.